Hey everyone, this is Matt Fisher with the Floodlight Show, and if you're like me, you're wondering should I get the cheaper iPhone 12 now or the new iPhone 13? So come on, let's check it out. Hey, what's up everybody? 'Tis the season for new iPhones, and thank goodness, because I've been rocking my trusty iPhone 7 for about 6 years now. And this last year really beat it up. It took some pretty hard spills on the pavement. One time it slid all the way down the driveway into the drain. Still works. I love this little thing, but it's time to give in to the FOMO. Yes, I've been having FOMO recently. Everyone's got lots of lenses on their camera. I only have one little lens, and it's all scratched up too. And I like taking photos and video when I can of my daily life and crazy stuff that happens around us all the time. When I heard about the new iPhone 13s dropping, I was like, oh, thank you, Apple gods. It's about time, because I've been waiting and waiting. Should I get the iPhone 12? Should I get the iPhone 12? I don't know. One little thing that I've noticed over the years, when the new iPhone comes out, the old model drops a couple $100, and so I was like, oh man, the iPhone 12 is already pretty great, looks great, everyone's taking great photos. I definitely have been, wanting to get one on the fence, but I'm also kind of like, these phones are like a TV and a bed. You're gonna use them a lot, you're gonna use them all the time. And so you might as well get the best that's out there at the time. Get your money's worth, because in the long run, like I mentioned, had this thing for 6 years. So a couple $100 in the beginning, average that out a couple years, and that's like nothing. I know you gotta pay to play with Apple. They like putting, the high price tags on everything. But if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it's kind of, we're stuck in it, and it's a good thing, because Apple is definitely the best in my opinion. So for a video person that is taking camera photos all the time of their daily life, taking video clips when I can, I don't rely on the phone to make professional stuff. I use the big camera for that. In my daily life, things happen. Crazy things happen all the time. Cute things, great things, beautiful things. And so you want to capture them when you can. And so having a great camera in your pocket is pretty amazing. It's kind of a dream of mine. I've always had the Sony RX100, a little tiny guy in my pocket, so that when I need it, I can get good high quality photos and not have to worry about missing the shot and missing that magic moment. All this stuff about the notch size, the screen size, colors, improved battery, all that stuff really doesn't matter to me. Mainly it's the camera and the functionality of the camera and the video parts that are added along with it. Now Apple is going to let you record video in ProRes mode. So that might unlock the potential of this thing as using it as maybe a professional camera, a YouTuber camera, just stepping up your game when it comes to your video clips. It's going to be great. When you shoot in ProRes, it's a codec that has tons of information. So you're gathering tons of bits and pieces that you can use for color correction, improve your lighting, fix your lighting sometimes. I don't know how many times I've been able to go in there in ProRes, you bump up some exposure and it still looks good. Do it in an MP4 or just an MOV and the image quality starts to fall apart really fast. So ProRes, that's amazing. Thank you, Apple. I'm looking forward to that. Now there's talk of a new filter system that will improve the appearance of your photos. Whatever that means, it's probably just they're messing with the color science, they're making it look a little better, a little more realistic to what our eyeballs are seeing. That's the kind of stuff you see in the nicer cameras. They're always working on their color science. Some companies have the best color science, and that, people geek out on, oh, it looks just like, the skin tones look amazing. And so if Apple's bumping that up, that's always a welcome thing for me. Now the fourth and most intriguing part, because I use this function a lot, is going to be a wider aperture on the wide angle lens, and it's going to go from a 2.4 down to a 1.8. Any little bit of extra light that you can gather in the camera is going to help your shot a lot. So yeah, I think that's pretty significant, and I'm definitely looking forward to an improved wide-angle lens. Like I mentioned, the 7 didn't have anything like that, so you're stuck with pretty much one lens, and I'm pretty pumped on just having 3 lenses plus some LiDAR, which I didn't mention. LiDAR is supposed to help with the focusing system at nighttime, so that'll also give us some improved night photo shooting. There's also mention of astrophotography going on, which I'm super pumped on. I don't know if I'll use it on a cell phone to get the greatest astrophotography shots, but when I'm just messing around, sure, that sounds great. So I'm gonna go check out the Apple announcement now, and we will come back and I'll let you know what I chose. Hey, we're back, and we just watched the announcement for the big event. The iPhones have landed, iPhone 13s have landed, and I'm gonna decide on going with the new 13. And it's got enough bells and whistles, I think, to make it a pretty compelling camera that could come in handy in a pinch for professional stuff and, you know, for these YouTube videos. Some of the things that I was really impressed with were the new colors. That gold, looks pretty nice. Also silver, anything shiny. You know, people like shiny, furry object. When I've got dementia, just give me a nice shiny thing to play with. That's our raw human emotions with this stuff. The Pro and the Pro Max, they come in 2 sizes. I'm gonna go with the Pro. The Pro Max is a little too big. I think if I wanted something that size, I'm just gonna go with the new iPad mini, which was also very compelling. Definitely check that out. I see a lot of potential with that. I'm really intrigued by this macro photography setting. I think that's great that they've bumped up the quality on macro photography, as I'm always in the garden. I'm taking pictures of flowers, of bugs, and I'm always zooming in as much as I can. Now I can get that phone super close, 2 centimeters I believe they said on the announcement. And so you're gonna get some really great shots that way. On the video side of things, they came out with ProRes, which is great. I'm definitely going to be checking that out. They have a couple other things, a cinematic mode. You can easily adjust your focus on subjects, background, foreground, stuff like that. And you can even change your focus afterwards, after you've shot the clip. This is amazing. I remember there was a camera way back in the day that was talking about being able to do this, and so you would always get a perfect shot. You don't ever have to worry about anything being out of focus. That's kind of how shooting in RAW mode in photography is. You have all this information that you can save your footage, and so it sounds like this, amazingly, is going to be happening. Longer battery life, that is something that I have been super impressed with the new MacBook. I got that last year, and it just blows me away how long that thing lasts. If the iPhones can last that long, that's going to be great. One charge all day long, no matter how long you're playing for, playing your games, swiping around, it's going to last, and that's going to be great. The storage capabilities on the new iPhone 13s are also boosted up, probably because ProRes takes so much information that you're not going to be able to shoot much on just 512 gigabytes. That's going to fill up pretty fast. So they bumped it up to 1 terabyte, which is crazy. That's going to be so many photos and videos in normal mode that you'll be able to take. Once you bump it up to 4K 30 frames per second in this Pro Cinema mode, and you're messing with your focuses afterwards, I mean, yeah, it's going to take up some gigabytes. So if you're looking to do video stuff on this thing, mainly as your main camera, I would definitely go for that 1 terabyte option. As usual, you know, Apple, they keep the price the same, but the technology just gets better and better, and you kind of feel like a chump, you know, the last year if you bought the last one, and now you got all this new stuff and it's the same price. But fortunately, they let you trade them in. My version, the iPhone 7, is too old, but I'm gonna enjoy my new iPhone 13 Pro. And I think I'm also gonna get the mini, just to check it out. I like the small size on the 7. I've always been a little apprehensive of these huge phones in my pocket. It just seems like one more thing to smash and break, and crush my leg or whatever. So I'm gonna get them both, and definitely hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, because I'm gonna be doing videos showing you guys all the features, all the capabilities of video and photo stuff with these new iPhones. I'm super excited to get one in my hands and play with it and show you all if it's worth spending your hard-earned money. So thank you for watching, everyone. Enjoy your iPhone 12 or 13, whichever one you pick up. It's gonna be great no matter what. The technology on these things is amazing, and you know, there's no wrong answer with it really. So enjoy, and I'll see you at the next video. Thank you.